At the 2011 gathering of the Southwest Texas Annual Conference, Bishop Dorff appointed Reverend Ruben Saenz as the Executive Director of the Commission for New Church Development and Transformation. We visited with Ruben a bit to learn more about him and what the Commission is doing.
When I was a school teacher, I used to attend annual conferences as a lay delegate, and every year I'd hear the same story. Membership decline, lack of pastoral leadership, no money, no people. And for years and years and years, I heard that, and that kind of created a fire in my soul, in my being. And I said, why is the church in decline? And at that time, I just decided that when I would serve a church, that it would grow. That was a given. Regardless of what context it was in or what condition I found it in. When Bishop Dorff came in, he started talking about looking at this Episcopal area as one area, as opposed to one area with two different conferences, and he began talking about the possibility of a cross-conference appointment. So last year, he contacted me and asked me if I'd be interested in serving in this capacity, and so here we are. There's a lot of risk involved in a new church. And so the more support that a new church has from a mother church, from the district, and from the conference, and the more preparation and oversight and supervision and accompaniment, the more likely it is to succeed. What we're trying to do is minimize the critical risk factors so that each new church launch will have the greatest potential for success. The San Antonio Episcopal area is 67% Hispanic and 37% white. And yet our constituency at our churches are 92% Anglo. So if we are driven by the mission field, one of the questions that I have is, how are we going to address our current demographic reality with our United Methodist witness, so that our churches are then reflective of who we are. We have to look at creative ways to reach these population areas where a United Methodist Church and witness is needed, and that involves healthy churches that can mother a new church, and that also is in need of pastors who have a call to reach new people, different people, younger people, and more diverse people. Transformation involves the process of helping to turn a church from an inward posture to an outward posture, and helping the congregation see and have a concern for the community where it is located, that is aligned with God's will for that community. Transformation is directly connected to new church development, because it's difficult to have new church development without healthy churches. So one of the goals is to help our churches become healthy enough to be able to plant and develop new churches. We don't like change, because change casts a judgment on the way things are. And when we are responsible for getting things to the place that they're at, and someone comes and proposes a change, it is really a judgment upon the things that we've done or accomplished. I think any church, regardless of what size they are, whether they're a 50-member church, a 100-member church, a 500-member church, or a 1,000-member church, needs to go to this process of assessing and evaluating their ministry, and then just having some eyes from the outside come in to help them objectively see, how things are being done. Sometimes the longer we stay in a situation, the more myopic we can become. And so it helps when people from the outside come in to help us see where our blind spots are, and at the same time help us affirm and confirm, our strengths, but then, are able to tell us, these are some aspects of your ministry that if you developed or worked on, you would be healthier. I think the first part of transformation is prayer. And it seems like a passive approach, but it is really it really signals that we are serious about this, and we are seeking God's direction here, and we are seeking God's guidance. Mission Insight is another way to get some very key information about the demographic of your community. It'll give you ethnic demographics, it'll give you per capita incomes, it'll give you all growth trends and all kinds of stuff. It'll tell you, you've got a very young population here in the schools or whatever. And so Mission Insight is also another useful tool to help the local church determine who is our neighbor. You have to listen to the community. Oftentimes, we as a church make assumptions and judgments about what they need without really listening to what those needs are. So we will go into this long process of developing a ministry to meet the need that we think they have. And we'll throw money at it, we'll organize it, we'll have meetings about it, and then we will put a sign that says, come on in, the ministry is ready for you. And nobody shows up, and at the end of the day, people are frustrated and they're angry because those ungrateful people do not appreciate all that we're trying to do for them. It is going to take a very intentional and comprehensive and multifaceted approach to accomplish this, so that the United Methodist Church in the San Antonio Episcopal area can accomplish its mission, which is to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. What's at stake here is not our institutional survival or our the sustenance of the Southwest Texas Annual Conference. What is at stake are the people who are yet to be in a relationship with Jesus Christ. That is our ultimate motive.